I think when I went into it, I very much want to write for the layperson, the average individual, because there are phenomenal books on almost every single subject, especially when we talk about money, but 99% of them are very jargon heavy. Like, you either have to have an understanding of finance, you have to have an understanding of economics, macroeconomics, monetary flows, and all of this stuff is too much for the average individual who has never dove into these subjects before. And from my perspective, I realize, whether it's from looking back at my childhood and how money has impacted my parents, all the way through to my career and how money has impacted me, I've realized how profound and important money is in society, and how it really does weave its influence into every aspect of our living being and the environment around us. And so what I really wanted to try and convey through the book was how money influences the world around us and how it alters our ability to show up more authentically. And so when we have broken money, given that I believe that everything is downstream of money, we all feel the effects. And so what does sound money, or money that actually support us, look like? And what would be the benefits of such money? And so that's what I really, really want to try and achieve throughout the book. And one of the things, like talking about kind of bringing it back to the average individual, when we talk about money, people many times cannot even describe what is money. They can't answer that question of what is money outside of, well, it's just a medium of exchange. You exchange it back and forth to buy things. They don't really have much more depth in that. And the way that I started to see money through my own readings, digging into psychology, childhood, trauma, you name it, I started to see money as so much more than that. I started to see it as, well, money really is a medium of expression, like language. It's how we express to the world what it is that we value. So with language, we express what we value through words. With money, we express it through purchases. And you can see this in action. If you walk into a grocery store and someone is buying grass-fed meat and organic vegetables, and then another person is buying cigarettes and candy, you can see what they value by what they purchase. And so when you actually just take a look at like a whole economy, you're able to see, based on where money flows, what it is that society values. So if money is flowing towards like really good high quality foods and domestic production, then you can see people value their local economy. People value high quality foods. If you see money flowing towards pharmaceuticals and poor quality foods, then you can see people, that's not what they value. But the challenge, like language, is that we can also be censored. And so with money, we have things like inflation. When the government prints more money, it is at our expense as the currency holders. So our purchasing power decreases, costs start to rise. And so all of a sudden, our purchasing power that we once had, the government is able to spend that purchasing power where they see fit. So we go and work hard, and then all of a sudden costs rise, but they're printing capital and they're funding things like war.